Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. So happy to be here with you. Very happy to bring you another really cute treat for Halloween. You guys know how much I love Halloween, and I am bringing you today a pumpkin spice popcorn ghost treat bag. It is so cute and you're gonna love working on it. We're using the Bag of Bones stamp set, and we're using the black and white gingham ribbon. So cute. You're gonna absolutely love this project. It is so fun and you are gonna enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get started. I have everything ready. Gonna move the stamp set out of the way, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what we're using. So if you guys saw my treat bag that I did the other day, the little treat sack with the pick of the patch, this is a different project. Still uses though a treat sack. So make sure I got everything out of it because I put everything in there. I did. You never know, right? Oh goodness. Okay. So we're also using Stylish Shapes. I forgot about that. We use the Stylish Shapes dies as well as the ribbon. The gingham ribbon is so cute. We've had it for a while. I absolutely love it. It's the 1/4 inch white and black gingham. Now, not to be confused with the vanilla and black ribbon that's, I think, 3/8 of an inch that's in the mini catalog. So these bags here are listed in the description of the video. You can click on the link and go and find them. Stampin' Up, I wish they had more bags, but it's okay. It's a stamp company, right? We can get our bags somewhere else. So I have listed in the description of the video. What you need to do is you need to click see more. And when you click that, it opens everything up and you scroll down almost to the bottom underneath all of the items that were used to make this. It's listed after all my Stampin' Up items because this is not a Stampin' Up item. So it's listed there and it'll say white, I think white sacks. I can't remember what I wrote, but there'll be a link there, and if you click it, it takes you right to the store to buy it. So that way you guys don't have to worry about trying to figure out where they're from or what's going on with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the ghost. One of the things that I wanted to do is we are going to be embossing this little tag. So let's just get that out of the way and ready. We're also going to be I have all these scraps on my on hand, but we're going to be punching. So let's go ahead and start with a 1/2 inch circle punch. We need 2 of those. Excuse me, this is my Stampin' Up one, but if you don't, Stampin' Up doesn't carry circle punches anymore. So if you need a 1/2 inch circle punch, that's also listed in the description, not too far above where I listed the little sacks. And then we're using the punch that Stampin' Up does have, which is our double oval punch. I love this punch. We're going to use the one on the bottom. So I have a strip. I like to have that so that I just cut what I want, which is that bottom oval. And then our last shape, of course, is the Stylish Shaped circle. Let me grab that so I can show you. And it's the second one, not the tiniest, but the next one up in size. All right, I think I put too much black scraps, but that's okay. I'm gonna move everything out of the way, move our little ghosty. Let's go ahead and emboss our circles. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use our little powder embosser, and you can get this in the embossing editions. And you want to put your powder onto your piece just so that no static or oils from your fingers get on there, and grab the fine embossing powder. Since it's so thin, that powder sticks to lots of things. So I have mine, I poured the jar and I put the sticker on the bottom so I know which one it is, but it's the white embossing powder that we're going to be using. So we're going to use our Versamark ink. So let's get that out. The stamp is from Bag of Bones and it says "Boo to You," which, I mean, how appropriate is that, right? So we want to ink that up. We're going to stamp that right there. in the center of our circle, maybe a little below center. All right, and there it says Boo to You. So we're gonna close that up. I'm gonna hold this piece. I'm gonna open my embossing powder and I'm gonna slide that in there a couple times, get it to grab that embossing powder, and there it is. It's ready to be embossed. So we're gonna go ahead and clean our stamp and get it out of the way. Not a lot of stamping on this project, but we are using the cool sentiment from that stamp set. Sometimes you just need a quick project, right? Something real easy that you can knock out a bunch of them for your child's class, for your grandchildren's classroom, for the teachers at your local school, for the fire department, for, you know, essential workers, just to say thank you. So I like to do those kinds of projects as well. Everything doesn't have to have a billion things stamped on it, but you can still support people with your projects and do the things you like. So I'm gonna grab my take your pick tool. I'm gonna hold this piece so it doesn't blow away. I'm gonna start my heat gun. It makes a little bit of noise, but I'll be as quick as I can. So if you want to silence the video while I'm embossing, feel free. And when you see the gun go away, you'll know that I'm done. Embossing finished. All right, so now we have our Boo to You embossed. It's not so cute. All right, so let's talk about our sack. I'm gonna put that off to the side for right now. We're gonna work on our sack. So this sack is 4 by 6 inches, and like I said, it's linked in the video description, so just click on see more. We're gonna turn the bag upside down, okay? And we're gonna come here and we're gonna go 1/2 inches on 3 sides, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're gonna score at the 1/2 inch mark on this side. Okay, make sure that it stays and doesn't move around. So there's the 1/2 inch. It does like to move a little bit. Since it's so thin, I like to hold it and make sure that I have it right, okay? We're gonna turn it and we're gonna do the 1/2 inch along the bottom. And same on this side, but instead of putting this frayed end at the top, it's hard. So this is 4 inches, so I'm gonna do it at the 3.5 inch mark, which will give us a 1/2 inch on this side, and I can really hold on to it and get that nice score. So 1/2 inch on all 3 sides, not the top, okay? So now you want to take and you want to burnish on those marks. So I'll grab my bone folder, gotta find it. It gets buried when I'm working on projects, I'll tell you, on my desk. So you want to go ahead and mark your 1/2 inch on the 3 sides. All right. Now, at the bottom here, you see this flap is not glued all the way down, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just run a line of wet adhesive. You don't need a lot. Just get it started and run a line under there, and then you're just gonna press that down so that it stays nice and sealed. And if you put too much glue, which I tend to almost always do, what you want to do is grab your adhesive remover and make sure before you start folding this that you have run your adhesive remover off and gotten rid of any excess glue that may have, you know, leaked out if you put too much, okay? So now you have your 3 sides with these score marks, okay? So you're gonna put your hand inside here. And you're gonna take your bone folder and you're gonna push your insides, okay? So now you have a point down here, okay? And when you push on this side, you're gonna have a point on that side, okay? What you wanna do is that side score that was already in the bag, you wanna push it in, okay? The 2 score marks that you made are the ones that are sticking out. So the valley is the actual side seam of the bag, that the way it came, okay? And see these pieces here? The score marks that you made, those go out, okay? And then these peaks that are left, you're gonna put glue on them and glue them down to the bottom of your bag, okay? So you just wanna hold it in place and just make sure that you have a nice straight piece and that you're ready to go. If you have to stick your bone folder in there to get it to lay right, like I have to do on this one side, the one side laid properly, this side wasn't laying, so I'm just gonna double check again, and there, now it's fine. I just had to get it to lay just the right way. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and put a little bit of wet adhesive underneath these 2 peaks, and they're gonna go on the bottom of our bag. So once I have them, I'm just gonna hold them in place and let them grab. So it becomes like a kind of a paper grocery sack. All right. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut your ghost in this portion. So see how the actual seam that came in the bag is in like a valley, and then your 2 mountains are the 2 seams that you made with your 1/2 inch score. We're just gonna round this and turn it into a ghost. So if you're scared to cut like a ovalish rounded piece, use something to draw your pencil marks. I'm not scared. So, I mean, if my ghost is off, he's a ghost. Like literally, he doesn't need to be perfect, right? So I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna kind of do my best and find my side. See, this one went a little lower than this one. So all I'm gonna do is come in here and even it out. All right, so now I have my oval top, and then this portion gets cut off. This is why you need the 4x6 size bag, because you're gonna trim some of the top off for your ghost. All right, now that we have our ghost, this seam, that's this little like jagged seam, that's the back of your bag. So what you wanna do now is you wanna glue your face onto your ghost, because once you've put your popcorn inside, it's going to be really hard to glue. So we're going to grab our silicone mat, and I'm going to make sure that I have no jagged edges on my punch. I think I trimmed it too close to the edge of that paper or something, because I have like a little. All right, so we're going to add to our 2 circles for the eyes and the mouth. The ghost is going, ooh, that's why his mouth is open, or boo. All right. Ooh, I put too much glue on that. So I'm gonna show you what you do when you put too much glue on a piece. You grab your tweezers, you grab the piece that has too much glue on it, and you dab it on your silicone mat, okay? That's what you're gonna do. So I'm gonna put the mouth first. It's kind of near the bottom, and I want it kind of crooked. I don't want it straight. So maybe 1/2 inch from the bottom. Then this is the eye that I've already dabbed. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue it down, 1. And then this one might have a little bit too much glue also. I'm gonna put over there. And we'll put the second eye on here. All right, so there's your ghost's face so far. All right, and then you know to clean your silicone mat, you just grab a baby wipe, right? So, all better. I keep those in the drawer next to me. Always have them ready. Okay, Now, Stampin' Up used to have another punch, and I'm going to use it. Don't get upset with me, because, you know, I have to use the stuff I have, right? I know they don't sell it anymore, but it's not my fault, so don't get upset with me. It's a really fantastic punch, and I cannot locate one like it. I have tried to find one for you guys, but I have to use it because it works. So what you need to do is use a handheld 1/8 of an inch circle punch, and I'll link that in the description just in case you don't have this one. And you want to do 2 holes side by side. It doesn't matter if they're perfectly aligned like this. I'm just using this because I only have to punch 1 time. So I'm pushing my punch as far in as it goes, and you'll do the same thing with your 1/8 of an inch hole punch. And you're just gonna punch 2 1/8 of an inch holes side by side. Okay, now if you have this punch, you're gonna be happy that you saved it because then you only have to punch 1 time. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is open our bag and make sure that our bottom will stand up. Okay, so you're gonna open those side pieces, okay? And we are going to put our popcorn inside. So this is the popcorn. I found it at my local dollar store. It's by Sweet Chaos. Delightfully disruptive, and it's called drizzled popcorn. This one's pumpkin spice. I thought that was the perfect popcorn to put in this ghost because it's Halloweeny, right? So it's just a small bag. You could buy a big bag of popcorn. They have them in the, you know, in the warehouse stores that are like drizzled with chocolate or whatever you want for your people. You do what you think is going to be good for them. I put a little bit too much. You don't need quite that much because you need to be able to join your holes at the top. Okay, you're going to tuck. And you need to be able to join those holes together right there, okay? Because that's where you're going to put your ribbon through so that you can tie a bow. I'm also going to use that same punch because I didn't bring my 1/8 of an inch punch out, but I'm going to use that just to do 1 hole right up here. So there's my little hole in my boo. And I think this is about 6 inches, maybe 5 inches of white baker's twine. It's from the Essentials Baker's Twine package. It's also linked in the description of the video, but it comes with white, black, gray, vanilla, and crumb. And I'm gonna put that through here, okay? And then I'm gonna hold both ends together, and I'm gonna tie a little knot. And I don't want it right on the end. I don't want this to be super long, okay? I want it to be kind of short because I don't want it to dangle over the ghost's eyes. So I just want enough of a loop that I can put it through my ribbon, okay? But you need at least that much to wrap around your finger. So we're gonna trim this part off, okay? And I like to take the knot and put it in the back, and it kind of falls in that hole and it just lives there really nice. And then you have this cute little loop. So that's a tip for you, okay? All right, now comes our, this is our black and white gingham ribbon. This is 8 inches. So I'm going to do a point, or get it as pointy as I can get. I want to put my pieces together. Remember, that's why you don't want to overfill your bag. Let me put that down for a second and grab my bag first. There we go. Okay. Now I can make my little pointy piece. And I'm going to start from the back, and I'm going to put one end in this side right here. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'll put it through. All right. And the most important thing is that your ribbon doesn't get, you know, twisted at the back. Okay. So once you have that, I'm gonna tie a loose knot, like I'm tying my shoelace, okay? And then I'm gonna loop this boo to you through my piece and down. And see how if I had made that any longer, it would have touched the eyeball? That's why you want a short piece. So now I'm just going to make a loop, and then this one I'm going to wrap around, and I'm just going to tie my bow, and I'm going to play with the ends of my loops and get them just how I want them, little by little. Make my loops smaller, and then we're going to trim the ends, okay? So there is our bow for our ghosty. So cute. And then I'm going to trim the end. Let me get my ribbon scissors, because I really like how it cuts way better. So there's one. And there's the other one. I don't know if I cut the other ghosty with my ribbon scissors, but this one will be cut that way because it's what I did. All right, so you just want to make sure that your bow is cute. And there is your ghost. A very quick and easy treat. You can make tons of these, guys, like literally tons of them. It doesn't take up much time. It doesn't take much effort. Just get yourself a really fantastic little sentiment set there. We used the bag of bones. We used the stylish shapes, the double oval punch, and of course embossing powder, Versamark, punches for the face and eyes, but very, very simple and easy project that I think you can make plenty of. It won't take too much work, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you missed yesterday's video, it was a live stream. I live stream every Tuesday night and Thursday afternoon, so don't miss those. If you would like to catch me live, I'd love to have you. So if you missed the live video, you should be able to see it right here because I've linked it. You can catch the replay. Fantastic projects for my live. My little pumpkin and zombie are adorable. You're going to love them. So click right there, catch the replay, and I will see you guys next time. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!